Getting into Isekai can feel overwhelming with thousands of shows out there. We narrowed down the absolute best gateway series to start your new obsession. Kicking off our list at number 10, ReZero, Starting Life in Another World. Subaru Natsuki is suddenly summoned to a magical fantasy world, armed with absolutely zero special abilities except one horrifying catch. He possesses Return by Death, meaning whenever he dies, time rewinds to a specific checkpoint. He must navigate complex political intrigue and terrifying threats to save a silver-haired half-elf girl. This is not your typical power fantasy. It is a psychological masterpiece that brilliantly deconstructs the genre. Watching Subaru suffer and slowly grow from a flawed teenager into a genuine hero is incredibly gripping. Studio White Fox delivers phenomenal voice acting and brutal animation that will leave you completely speechless. Moving down the rankings to number 9, Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World. After dying a hilariously pathetic death, shut-in gamer Kazuma reincarnates into an RPG world. Given the choice of any powerful item, he spitefully chooses the useless goddess Aqua. Together, they form a hopelessly dysfunctional adventuring party alongside an explosion-obsessed wizard and a masochistic knight, attempting to defeat the Demon King. If you want pure comedy gold, this is the absolute pinnacle. It relentlessly mocks every single isekai cliché with perfect comedic timing. The chemistry between these terrible people is magical, and the expressive, chaotic animation matches their insane energy perfectly. You will be laughing out loud during every single episode. Sliding into the next spot at number 8, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. A regretful 34-year-old recluse is killed in a traffic accident and reborn as Rudius Greyrat in a world of swords and sorcery. Retaining his past memories, he resolves to live this second chance without regrets, dedicating himself to mastering complex magic while forming profound bonds across a massive, sprawling continent. This is widely considered the grandfather of modern isekai, and Studio Bind's cinematic production value proves why. The world building is breathtakingly immersive, feeling like a real, breathing environment. Rudius is a heavily flawed protagonist, but watching his genuine character development creates an emotional journey that absolutely transcends the fantasy genre. Securing a solid position at number 7, That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Corporate Worker. Satoru is stabbed and unexpectedly wakes up as a blind slime monster in a deep fantasy cave. Armed with unique predatory skills, he quickly befriends a mighty dragon, gains the name Rimuru Tempest, and sets out to build a peaceful, inclusive monster nation from the absolute ground up. What makes this show so incredibly addictive is the satisfying kingdom-building aspect. Instead of endless edge and drama, you get rewarding politics, powerful alliances, and a ridiculously overpowered protagonist who just wants everyone to get along. It is the ultimate feel-good power fantasy packed with fantastic lore and lovable sidekicks. Making its dominant entrance at number 6, Overlord. When a popular virtual reality game shuts down its servers forever, veteran player Momonga stays logged in until the end. Suddenly, the NPCs gain sentience, and the guild tomb is transported to a new world. Taking the name Ains Owal Gown, he decides to conquer this realm to find others. Flipping the script by making the main character the ultimate final boss is utterly brilliant. Ains is a terrifying skeletal overlord, trying to bluff his way through leadership while his devoted minions plot global domination. The dark fantasy tone, mixed with brilliant strategic combat, makes this an absolute must-watch classic. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, Sword Art Online. 10,000 players log into a revolutionary virtual reality MMORPG, only to discover the creator has trapped them inside. The terrifying rule is simple. If you die in the game, your headset kills you in real life. Solo player Kirito must fight through 100 deadly floors to escape alive. Say what you want about its reputation, but this massive hit single-handedly popularized the modern isekai movement. The stakes feel incredibly real. The soundtrack is purely legendary, and those boss battles still hold up beautifully today. It is a foundational experience every anime beginner absolutely needs to watch right now. Stepping out of the darkness at number 4, The Eminence in Shadow. Sid Kaganu obsesses over becoming a mysterious mastermind, pulling strings from the shadows. After reincarnating into a magical world, he forms an underground organization to fight a secret cult he entirely made up. Surprisingly, the cult actually exists, and his fabricated delusions turn out to be completely and entirely true. This show is an absolute masterclass in edgy irony. It takes the overpowered protagonist trope and turns it into pure, unadulterated comedic genius. Sid's supreme confidence, combined with his total lack of self-awareness, creates perfectly executed situational humor. The jaw-dropping animation during combat sequences makes the joke even more satisfying. Turning the page to number 3, Ascendance of a Bookworm. A passionate librarian dies crushed by falling books and awakens as a frail young girl named Mine in a harsh medieval world. Devastated to learn that books are rare luxuries for the elite class, she resolves to invent the printing press and create her own reading material from absolute scratch. Stepping away from massive battles, this gem focuses entirely on economics, invention, and sheer willpower. Mine's dedication to literacy is incredibly wholesome, yet surprisingly intense. The slow-burn world-building is deeply rewarding, offering a uniquely grounded perspective on medieval society. It is the perfect cozy watch for anyone craving intelligent storytelling. Claiming the runner-up spot at number 2, Tsukimichi, Moonlit Fantasy. High school student Makoto Masumi is summoned to become a legendary hero, but the ruling goddess finds him incredibly ugly and banishes him to a wasteland. Stripped of his noble title, Makoto awakens absurdly powerful magic and begins forging alliances with dragons, spiders, and orcs to build a flourishing settlement. This is the ultimate underdog story that perfectly balances relaxed city building with explosive action. Makoto's quiet fury towards the shallow goddess gives the narrative an engaging edge. The supporting cast of quirky demi-humans provides endless entertainment. It effortlessly blends hilarious misunderstandings with genuinely epic confrontations that keep you completely hooked. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Mukoda Tsuyoshi accidentally gets caught up in a hero summoning ritual. Recognizing he possesses zero combat aptitude, he quietly leaves the kingdom. His only unique power is online grocery, allowing him to magically purchase modern Japanese supermarket food. He accidentally bribes a legendary divine beast into becoming his loyal familiar. Never has a cooking anime felt this incredibly satisfying. Studio Mappa brings the sizzling food animation to mouth-watering life, making every single meal a visual masterpiece. It abandons heavy stakes for a pure, relaxing travelogue filled with delicious meals and charming monster companions. It is an absolute joy to watch. These fantastic Isekai series prove that escaping into another reality is always a brilliant adventure. Whether you crave intense battles or relaxing cooking, there is truly something here for everyone. Which parallel world would you want to wake up in? Drop your chosen destination down below.